Hello everyone. I'm sitting and connecting with Archangel Gabriel to offer you another video with some more guidance. And today I've asked Archangel Gabriel to speak to us about what we can expect after December 21st, 2012. There's a lot of talk about this time that's coming and a lot of hype about what it will be. And I feel like after that day will be a grand celebration because it's the beginning of a new procession of the equinoxes and a whole new era that we're stepping into. So I've asked Archangel Gabriel to address this today, so I'll just sit and connect and do a bit of toning, and then when I begin speaking it will be Archangel Gabriel addressing this question. And so it is, beloveds, that it is our deep honor to come before you this day. For as always, it is our own grace to stand before those who are committed to the light, those who are on their journey into ascension, into the higher planes of existence, those who are living on this earth fully knowing that they are way showers and that they are moving into a higher dimension and leading others with them. And so we commend you, dear ones, for all that you are doing. And we say to you indeed that December 21st is a day that has received much attention on your internet and with those who have understanding. And rightfully so, for it is a magnificent day. And we say to you that it is interesting that you do not see anything about this date in your media and with your governments. For indeed, it is time for a worldwide celebration of all that is, of all that you are becoming, of how you are morphing and changing into the light. For indeed, dear ones, as many of you know, you are changing with every day. And the planetary alignments that have been happening all this year of 2012 and in the years leading up to 2012, but definitely more in 2012, these planetary alignments are forcing you to morph and change and become someone new. And it is those who resist these changes that find themselves challenged in these times. Those who are willing and malleable and ready to shift and change will find that life is flowing so much more gracefully with such ease and joy. And so there is a dichotomy of two kinds of existence on this earth that is growing and expanding. For those of you who choose to change, to grow and expand, will find your lives becoming easier, and as you heal and drop the old patterns of the past, you will find that life is flowing beautifully for you. And those who have trouble and are resisting all these changes and are not willing to embrace the healing work that needs to be done within in order for them to step into the fullness of who they are being more challenged by these times. And this is what these planetary alignments are doing. They are encouraging you to step into what is coming. They are gently nudging you like the current in the river. They want you to flow with it and to carry you away. And those of you who are standing strong and saying, no, I am strong and I can stand in this river, are standing in your old belief patterns thinking that that is the way to be. And we say to you to let yourself go. Let yourself be swept away into the newness that is being created in these times. For that will lead you to the destination which is of your highest choice at this time. And so we say that indeed December 22nd will be a grand celebration, for the earth has succeeded. You have succeeded, dear ones, in what at one time could have been a failed experiment, for humanity to be left on their own, in a sense, to find their own way back to the light out of deep, deep darkness, dear ones, and you have done it. And so this is the reason for the celebration. And we say to you that from December 22nd forward, you will find that life will be shifting exponentially day by day. So at that time, when you have crossed the marker and are moving on the other side of this procession of the equinoxes, on the other side of this rotational pull that the Earth and your galaxy go through, that you will find that things will begin to expand and grow into love more and more and more. As well, you will find the distance between the two levels of being will also expand and grow more and more. So people who may have been in your life at one time, who you had enough in common with that you could maintain friendship, you may find that your energies and your abilities to be together just isn't there anymore, because one of you is choosing to step into the light and the other is choosing to stand firm in the old and comfortable belief patterns. And so the energies are shifting and changing so much that those who do not flow with the river will indeed find themselves being left behind, in a sense, because those who are ready to grow and expand simply cannot hold themselves back by staying there. And so you will find more and more that those of you who are ready to grow and expand, you will see your lives unfolding and changing, and you will understand that you are becoming a new person and you are having new awarenesses. And more people are finding that in their periphery they are having experiences of seeing things that they've never seen before. And we say to you that this will begin to expand, this will begin to happen more and more. And this is because you are moving into the fourth dimension. And so these are things that have always been there, but now that you are resonating at a higher level, you are able to see these highly resonating aspects of life that exist in other planes of existence. And so on this 3D plane, you are only able to see so much, just similar to in the time of Columbus, when people thought the world was flat. They were almost living in a 2D level of existence. They couldn't see dimension beyond what they could see with their eyes. And so it is in this dimension that you have been in, that now you are going to be seeing things that you do not see with your physical eyes. In a sense, you are seeing it with the inner vision that you carry. And so this is another aspect that will become more and more common and be happening to you more and more. And we say to you, dear ones, to have no fear around this. It is like teaching a child not to be afraid of the dark, by letting them understand that in the dark there is nothing there that wasn't there in the daytime. And it is the same with this. These things have always been there, it's just that you have not had the inner vision to see them. And so now as you rise into higher dimensions, you will be able to see them. And also your technology, as you have noticed over the years, that your new cameras can capture orbs, and it is the technology that is allowing that to happen. And your technology as human beings is also increasing, so that you are able to see more of this and to connect more with this. And also, dear ones, to be more connected to the divine aspect of who you are, and also in communion with your higher soul and your guides and angels and higher levels of being. So more and more people will be stepping into the fullness of this. And we also say that you can expect to be more aware of what people's thoughts are, or the overall energy of who they are. So you may not know every specific thought, but you may have a feeling that is an overview of their thoughts. So for example, if they have a negative attitude toward you, you will be very aware of that. And you can use your own loving energy to turn that around and change it into something different. But it is, if someone was lying to you, you would be aware of that. And this is going to be happening more and more. So we say to you that communication and everything in the world is going to become more honest, because the truth cannot be hidden when you have this deeper understanding, this more intuitive awareness of what is truly happening, despite what is being shown to you in the facade as being the truth. You now have a deeper level of intuition that allows you to know the real truth, the energy that underlies what is being spoken and told to you. So it will actually support your relationships when you are willing to be honest with each other, or be willing to be honest with someone and let them know how you are feeling, and knowing that you can't hide your feelings anyway, so you might as well do this. It is allowing for much greater, truthful, deep and loving relationships, because they are honest. And so that is a much greater way of being and much higher resonance. It's not like you need to hide the truth anymore. When you are full of love and grace, there is nothing to hide. And so we invite you to find that place in yourself, and to know that when you're not full of love and grace, what it is it about yourself that you do not love? For anything that you see outside of yourself is a reflection of who you are. And more people are saying this, because more and more people are understanding the truth of this. And so anything that you see outside of yourself, you must be responsible for, because it is a reflection of yourself. And until you are willing to really look at this and to heal this, then you're not going to be in the position to step forward into that place of grace and love. So if you see something in your partner, for example, that frustrates you, that you do not like, look inside yourself and ask where that is within you. For if you were fully loving the self, you would only see love in your world. You see only what lies within you. And so it is, when you see only love and grace and support in the world, in your surroundings in this world, is what we are referring to here, then you will know that you are in that place of fully loving the self. And if that's not what you see, then we encourage you, dear ones, to step into the healing work that will get you there. For that healing work is like the foundation from which you launch into the higher dimensions. And so we say to you, dear one, make December 22nd, 2012 a grand celebration. And the more people on the earth who are celebrating that day, the more loving, joyful energy you will be putting into the world to indeed launch this new era of light that you are moving into. It is a wonderful time to be on this planet, and you made sure that you were here. You are not going to miss it. And so we invite you all to celebrate, to be in joy, to love one another, and to know the grace that you are. We so deeply admire who you are and what you are doing, and all that you have accomplished to get yourselves to this place where you are moving joyfully into the fourth dimension, elevating yourselves out of the darkness of the third dimension and into the light. It is wonderful indeed. And so it is my great honor to come before you, dear ones, to share this message with you this day. And so it is.